All right, good morning. November 4th, 2019. By the way, that's not an optical illusion. Oma is not wearing a jacket. I did say November 4th. Anyway, we just got our campsite cleaned up so we could use it. That shed back there will be ours as soon as we obtain the key. We can store all our extra junk in there. We got a nice open area where the satellite is looking, but unfortunately it's pointing east. And Dish doesn't offer local channels when your satellite is in the south and you're pointing east. So, but we got plenty of local channels on off the antenna. So here's our site. We are on the exit of the Johnson Creek Campground. Okay, this is a Corps of Engineers. Okay, hon, let's walk this way. Let's just walk over the fence. This is a Corps of Engineers campground. Can you make it over this little fence? I bet you if we end up painting that brown one.
Okay, I have a question though. What are these little holes here?
I hope they're not fire ant hills.
Well,
Oh no, those are.
look, they're big ones, little ones.
Oh yeah, good question.
I don't think they're.
We have bugs.
I hope they're not prairie dog holes. But then again,
No, they're too small for prairie dog holes. Why would you distract me like that?
we're gonna figure out what them holes are.
They actually look like deer hooves. They're not even holes. They're prints. Hey, look at this brown fence on. I bet you we do end up painting it. How far does it go? It starts here.
That'd be nothing.
Goes all the way around.
Work. It's fun work.
We heard that the latest challenge to the campground hosts, or to the volunteers, we're not campground hosts, we're volunteers, is to paint all this brown fence, pipe fence, which means that involves getting some of the old stuff off and then using a paint mitt.
I'm talking in the camera.
Well, I want to show them the areas. They can hear my voice.
Yeah, look, we got this whole area right here to ourselves.
Yeah, we got this. Our closest neighbor's over there.
And a tiny house.
That's a road closed. Apparently that used to be a gate, probably for exiting or something. And there's our campsite. Other side of the fence, inside the campground. We're not even sure how many sites there are. Okay, so back up a little bit. We applied and got accepted as campground hosts. And volunteers.
Volunteers, new word, volunteers.
We get all the way down here. We say, hey, where are we supposed to go? You know, nobody answers. 45 minutes before we got here, one of the rangers or part-time rangers calls us and says, oh, by the way, where are you? I said, 45 minutes away. Oh, just go to Johnson Creek. The host, the gate person, the gate volunteer will tell us exactly where to park. And he did. So we called this morning and said, okay, we're here. We're all set up. We're ready to go volunteer. Oh, just take her easy. Walk around the campground. Walk around the day use area and
make yourself familiar.
Make yourself familiar with the area. So we said, okay, we can do that.
We said, video time.
That's what we said, video time. So this is the day use area that we just walked up to. It's a self-paying
right there.
thing. It's $5 per vehicle per day, $2 per person walk-in. Children under 16 free. Any envelopes in there?
None.
Well, then how can you pay if there's no...
Maybe it's freebie this time of year. Who knows?
Huh.
We'll find out. It's not our... Well, we're not charged at the gate anyway, so...
This is considered a U.S. fee area. Oh, well. Pets are allowed down here on a leash. On cars on roadways only. No firearms, no camping. Okay, well, that's pretty obvious. As you can see, there is water. This place is called Lake of the Pines, We're just outside Jefferson, Texas. Hence the reason why we don't have to have a jacket on this morning. This is like this is like a heat wave this morning.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh, right now it's hotter in the sun.
It can't be more than 50 degrees, but compared to the St. Louis weather we experienced for 3 days where we were down to 27, and the cold weather we experienced in Pennsylvania before we left, wow.
Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Quiet.
So that's the day use area over there.
We'll walk that straight ahead to check out the boating area.
Well, it almost looks like there's another boat ramp down there.
The bathroom cleaners.
Yep, probably.
I think.
There's a bathroom over there. Vicky said no bathrooms, right?
That's what she said.
Okay, so we're not going to be doing...
How are you? Good.
We're not going to be doing any bathrooms, but we may have to do boat ramps. And I'm not sure what boat ramps exactly consist of, but we assume it means make sure there's no garbage down here. That's one thing we're thinking we might have to do. Boy, this is a steep one.
It is. Watch Oma walk up it later. Just joking.
Lots of warning signs about making sure you don't bring no invasive species into the lake, like them damn zebra mussels they have north.
Something across the way must be people's houses or something.
Yeah, I thought we walked out to the boat dock there.
That's fine.
Boy, nice
We only have
lake.
to work 25 hours a week combined between the two of us, so it's not hard work.
Oh, that's a fishing line pipe, so it doesn't get caught up in the... those little notices and regulations we're just becoming familiar with down here in Texas. We're supposed to get uniforms, so we'll give you a peek of what we look like in uniform. Oh, there's garbage right there.
Mm-hmm.
If we were on duty,
Not on duty yet.
I'd walk over there and get those bottles. Lake of the Pines.
Cool, huh?
Nice floating docks, nice and sturdy. Okay, so we left the day use area and we walked back out to the main road. And as after you enter Johnson Creek Campground area or day use area, you'll see this sign. And as you can see, there is a registration booth for campers to come in and get registered for their site. Now we're the second camper to the left over there, and the head guy that runs this gate is here on the right. So in case you pull up and he isn't in the booth, he'll probably come out a minute or two later from his
$30 a night.
from his home. Well, it's $18 to $30 a night, depending on what you get. Depending on what you campground hours are 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Oh, somebody's in there? Okay, so we are in Johnson Creek in the campground area. This is site E101, or site number 1, because there's only 14 sites in this section. As you can see, it's paved. It's reasonably level. You got a nice picnic area, nice aluminum benches, a little pot hanging stand, a fire pit, and electric and water.
No sewer.
No sewer. You'll probably find out most cores do not have sewer. If you're going to be here, normally your stay is limited to 14 days. So if you have to dump, we do know that on the exit there is a dump station. So is this a one-way? If they come in, they back in, they have to leave that way, right? Yeah.
I would think so.
Some sites are a little sunnier than others. How long are the sites? Let me let me mark it off. 3. 45. From me to Oma is 45 feet. So if you have a second car, I don't know if they allow parking on the grass or not, but if you're under 45 feet, be a pretty cool site. Some may even be longer, we don't know. Looks like that one across the street over here is short. How about 104? 104 looks longer, don't it? Here, let me walk that one off. That one looks like it's 60.
Oh, maybe.
3, 6. That was 60 right here, and I have about 3 more feet left. So this is a longer site. Nice and clear, but let me see it on the electric. This box looks smaller. Yeah, this box only has 30, hon. This is a 30 amp. A 60 footer with only 30 amp service? That's odd. I guess you'll have to check recreation.gov for what each site has to offer. Length, electric, and water. Those are the 3 things that the Corps does offer. Okay, we're getting down here to the bottom of the hill. There's somebody driving back here. I think they're a volunteer, because he was wearing the Corps uniform. Have to say hi. He stopped. He or she or she.
Playground.
Yep. Playground for the kiddies. Hello.
Tent areas, you be closer to the water.
Okay, well, we just met Kathy. She's going to be kind of like our mini supervisor or directional support. And she was told that she was expecting us, and she told us that it looks like our assignment will be that day use area that we started recording at the beginning of this video. And we'll have one more area of responsibility called the group area. This is an area that's rented for most people that want to use a pavilion. So sounds like we're set, and they said if we get bored, we can go around and pick up garbage or do whatever we need to do, or that we see needs to be done the rest of the time. So our requirement is 25 hours a week for the two of us. So we'll see where it goes. Okay, while I was talking, I was walking down to the lake. Here's some tables. I don't know if this is like a tent area or anything. Maybe not. But we'll walk this lower tier and look at this lake. My goodness.
Beach, right?
Yeah, we're at the beach. We've got to be at the beach. They got those, I don't know what they call those yellow things. It's kind of like the rope that they use in our state park.
Like the buoys, like a
Yeah.
buoy.
Yeah. Wow. This is great. What a beautiful lake. Wish I owned a boat. Hey, honey,
No,
can I buy a boat?
no, that's 3 margarita waves out there.
3 margarita waves? No. They're not even white capping.
Big lake though, huh?
Yeah. Got one boater in a pontoon straight ahead. Probably can't see him because he's too far away. But, okay. So far, we're happy and we're impressed. So, looks like the lake is down a little bit though. Can you tell by the border over there?
Yeah, that's
Might be
okay.
down just a little bit. I would say maybe about 2 feet.
Yeah, that's okay though. Still looks nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful lake. All right, gonna pause here.
Staying out of it.
Okay, we stopped by and talked to some other folks and found out that this lake had actually flooded. This path we're walking on now, which has got to be at least 20 feet, maybe more, higher than the lake. The current level of the lake was actually up on this path. So we're checking it out. This path walks all occupants of these tent sites. As you can see, they get a fire pit and a picnic table and a nice clean level surface to put their tent. Boy, can you imagine sitting here in a tent? This would be awesome. Let's sell the camper and get a tent,
No.
honey.
No. No, it's not gonna happen. There's a loon out there. Is that a loon? See that head?
No, that looks like a something floating in the water. It's not a bird. No, you know what it is? It's a deadhead. It's a log. I don't know if it's the warmness of the day or what, but this park is just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we drove down this way yesterday. We didn't take this trail here. We took the main road. So far, there's 14 campsites. I don't know if that included the tents or not. Here's another site here. Pretty cool. A little bit higher elevation here, so I don't think the water got up this high.
Then it went down.
So here's a peninsula, and it takes you out to another 4 tent sites if we went straight ahead. But we're going to turn left like we did when we came in yesterday.
Camper, and they're gonna turn this way.
Yep. All right, we're going to stop here a minute. Well, we just got done walking the whole park. It took us, I think, about almost 2 hours. But we stopped to meet all the other volunteers, or most of the other volunteers that work this park. So there's our site here again, and there's the we found out that the 2 campers that are here by the front gate are actually the people that work the gate. They're paid hosts, so we're in the volunteer section. So anyway, there's we did find out we're going to work the day area and the group area when we officially go to work, which probably be in the next day or so. We're still waiting for our uniforms and an official listing of what our responsibilities are. So this must have been the old gate. I just noticed that they had these things that you drive over, but they got the gate closed, so this must have used to be the gate. Okay, see how much video I have, how much editing I have to do, and we'll wait and see ya when we get our uniforms. Wave goodbye, Elma.